Welcome everyone to Mayhem presents Never Sleep Again, our Halloween series. We have an episode coming every Thursday this month, so stay tuned for that. This episode is going to be on Tremors, and I brought with me the Last Outlaw Jesse James to talk about Tremors, one of our favorite. I don't know about you, but it's one of my favorite, old school style kind of a movies. It's a cult classic kind of a movie, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. It may be a B grade movie, but it's a capital B.
Yeah. And I'm talking about, we are going to talk maybe a little bit about the other ones, but we're going to stick mostly to the first one because that's my favorite. And we'll start off for anybody who's tuning in. You can leave us a comment. These are not live episodes, but please leave a comment. We can always have conversation within the comments. So please leave a comment what your favorite Tremors movie is. For me, it's got to be Tremors 1. I'm not really a fan of any of the other ones. Jesse, what about you? Do you like some of the other ones?
I don't think I've made it through any of the other ones.
Yeah, I've tried too.
Yeah, the first one's cheesy, but it's hold your attention cheesy, where the other ones are just bad.
Yeah. And I appreciate what they tried to do, build a universe and try and continue the story. And I respect that they tried to make different versions of these creatures. But the first one had captured a magic, and then they tried to recapture that magic, and they were not successful in doing so.
Yeah.
What is your favorite character of the movie? And I think that's part of the reason they didn't catch magic in the other sequels, because the cast that they had for the first one was a unique young cast that caught magic.
Absolutely. I feel like the obvious answers are Earl and Valentine, but man, I gotta go Henry Chang. The dude running the gas station cracks me up.
Yeah. He was great for some comic relief. And may I say, it's weird seeing the dude who taught the three ninjas karate in that Tremors movie. That was something.
Absolutely.
That was like, what?
Wait, what? Yeah, where's Rocky and Cole?
Yeah. And also to see him play something so different, like a comedy and a cheesy kind of movie, compared to what the Three Ninjas movie was trying to be. So. And I agree with you. I'd have to go with Earl. I like Earl. I think he's the serious guy. I think he's the one that brings the seriousness to the movie.
Absolutely, yeah.
Kevin Bacon is, young in that. That might even be one of his first big roles, isn't it?
I think so. Yeah. I mean, he's real young in that movie.
Yeah, he's really young in that movie. You can see him there. He's on the left of the screen. And then the girl, I don't know the girl, and I don't know if she was in much or anything after that, but she did
I looked her up on IMDb, and I didn't recognize anything else she was in.
Yeah. She did okay. She wasn't great, but she was, she added that female element that the film needed, and she did a good job with that. Of course, they made her take her pants off, and that was just for, shenanigans, I think.
91. They got to do what they got to do.
Yeah. It's weird. And as old as that movie is, 1990, for something like that to have even happened in 1990.
Yeah.
Was quite
kind of pushing the envelope a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. This was your suggestion, so let's talk about this. Leave a comment. Do you have a favorite death scene in the movie?
Yeah, I mean, when the first Tremor gets the doctor's wife and just eats the whole car.
Yeah.
And then they go and bury the headlights. I mean, it's hard to top that. It's like, okay, now we know what we're getting into for this.
Yeah, that was a good one because you're like, wow, a car's buried. What's really happening? I like the dude who climbed the telephone pole, who stayed there until he died. Yeah, that shows you something right there. Dude climbed up there with his rifle and just waited there.
Just waited until he died because he knew he was if he got down.
Yeah, man, that's probably my favorite, or at least the most unique, I think. I mean, of course, there's some gory ones and some, the guy you like, who I can't remember his name right now. Hold on, I got it right here. Victor Wong.
Yeah.
The guy who owned the gas station. He had a pretty bad one.
Yep. The two construction workers got it pretty good.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah. Yeah, they got it really good too. I forgot about the construction workers actually. Yeah,
When he's drilling and hits the tremor. Or
Yeah.
what do they call them? The graboids?
the graboids. Yeah, that was thinking about what they were calling them too. Yeah, and the construction workers. I mean, that's what I think the magic of the first movie had too was that you don't know what it is. You're
No.
you spend the first 30 to 40 minutes trying to figure out what's happening.
Yeah.
Do you have a favorite scene?
Oh, gotta be the bombs on the rope at the end where they're fishing.
The bombs on the ropes. Oh man, how about when tremors, when those things got smart enough, the graboids got smart enough to start spitting them out and throwing them back.
Spit them back out. Yeah.
I'm honestly gonna have to go with. I like the scene when Val and Fred are running from the first one, and it runs into that concrete thing and knocks itself out. I really like Kevin Bacon celebration after that.
Yeah, that's good. I also like Victor Wong there hassling him for the dead one. I'll give you $5, and then he's turning around charging people to take pictures with it.
Yeah. $5 for a picture. Yeah, that's
Hustler.
Yeah, and I also have to say, in terms of favorite characters, I like the dude with all the guns.
Oh yeah. Reba's
Yeah.
husband.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find who it is. Is it Tony?
Nope, it's Hudson, I think. Something like that.
Nope, I have the cast list here.
Oh, yep. I think it might be Tony, actually.
Michael. It's Michael.
Is it Michael? Okay.
Oh, that's his real name. Bert Gummer is the character name. He's played by Michael Gross.
Yeah, I like when they're standing there arguing, like, do we go for stopping power or just more lead in the air? No, take the 410. We need the penetration.
Yeah, I don't. And my other favorite scene, I want to point this out because I made my friend. We were watching it one night, and I really made him crack up with this. Do you remember when Reba McEntire squints her eyes and can see for 3 miles all the way down to town from their house? So, and we were watching that scene, and I shouted, Reba McEntire, tell me, what do your elf eyes see? So I have to throw that in there for my favorite scene because it's hilarious to think that she can see that. She's got binoculars around her neck and she squints her eyes and she's like, hey, something's going on.
She can see 3 miles.
Yeah. Hey, there's something going on at the gas station. Yeah, you can see that, Reba McEntire.
I also love the fact that she stars in the movie and then sings the theme song for the final credits.
Yeah. And then she doesn't appear in anything else. And any of the other
movies. Any of the other movies.
Of course, neither did Kevin Bacon, but he became he went on to be a star after that. After
his feet got loose, he didn't have time for Tremors anymore.
Yeah. And after he ran The River Wild, he was pretty much known as a multi-purpose actor. Because I'm sorry, he played a crazy psychopath in that movie too, and he was good in that movie too. So yeah, he was moving on to bigger.
If you've never seen Sleepers, watch that, and you'll hate Kevin Bacon.
Yeah, all right,
Sleepers was a tough one.
I don't really like him in. I'm not really a fan of his in. What is it? Invisible? Is it The Invisible Man or something?
Hollow Man.
Yeah, I'm not really a fan of that movie. Yeah, but that's because I think it's not. I don't really like the character that he plays. I
like the premise.
I like that he did a good job in the movie, but I'm not a fan of the movie itself.
Yeah, the movie itself wasn't great.
No. Overall, I mean, I'm a fan. I'll go back and watch this movie, Tremors, anytime. It's definitely worth a watch and a rewatch. You know what I mean? Especially if you're, having a group party or something. Especially for Halloween.
It holds up surprisingly well too.
Yeah, it's easy to go back in and enjoy it still, I think. So, especially it's got it, like I said, with you trying to figure out the what's going on in the first half, and there's some great comedy in there. You really get a little bit of everything if you haven't seen it, and that's something that not a lot of movies can capture. Usually it's dramatic or it's funny. It's really hard to try and incorporate both into a movie.
Yeah, it's hard to get both of them, and then the jump scares and then all the other stuff they got going on all in the same movie is usually pretty tough.
Yeah.
But I thought they did a good job of mixing the comedy and the drama and the horror and the whodunit and the what's coming next.
Yeah, I think, again, the cast was a lot of that. They had a really great cast who was able to pull off some of that dramatic stuff when they needed to, and still throw in some of those one-liners or the funny moments too. So it's one of those movies.
Random little tidbit of that movie: the little girl is the same little girl from Jurassic Park.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
in the opening scene.
No, the little girl in the movie. What's her name? Missy or I can't think. But yeah, like the young daughter there is the same little girl from Jurassic Park, like the curator's granddaughter.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't know that actually.
I didn't either until the wife pointed it out while we were watching it, and I was like, "Yep, I can see it instantaneously."
That's interesting.
Yep, she went from that to Jurassic Park, which came out 2 years later.
Ariana Richards. Is that? I don't mean to like fact check you, but I want to confirm it just because that's crazy. Nope. And she's not listed in the credits. I'm going to have to like dig a little deeper. So, but yeah,
Yeah, I looked it up on IMDb.
Yeah, you're right. It says in her thing here. Yeah. Tremors. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
And she was in Tremors 3. That's interesting. I didn't know she was in the third one.
I guess it's been a long time since I even attempted to watch it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Like I said, I tried to make it through some of the other ones, but I really couldn't.
There's like 7 or 8 of them apparently.
Yeah, it's you don't realize it. Some of those movies, just like Starship Troopers, you don't realize how many there are of them either.
There's like 8 Men in Black movies apparently. Like where the hell was I? I thought there was 3.
Yeah. Well, 3 good ones.
Yeah, right. The one with Chris Hemsworth was pretty good. I'll say that. I enjoyed it.
Maybe.
I'm a sucker for Liam Neeson, though.
Liam Neeson's good. But yeah, this is so Tremors is a good movie if you haven't seen it, and leave us a comment on what you thought of the movie. These episodes that we're going to be doing are not supposed to be very long. You know what I mean? They're going to be just shorter episodes. So please enjoy them and leave us a comment. We'll get involved in the comments. If you leave one, we will respond. And next week, look for Jesse James and Robbie H to discuss Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is a movie I haven't seen. So while I might watch it this week, I won't be on the episode. It'll just be Jesse James and Robbie H likely on that episode. So look for that next Thursday, the 10th, I believe it is. Yes, the 10th is when that episode will be coming out. The 17th is Zombieland. That'll be our Zombieland episode. All 3 of those will not be live. And then the 24th episode, we'll have a live episode with Jesse James on the Saul series, though we'll likely focus on the first 3, not necessarily, the other ones. And then the 31st, we're going to do what we themed our whole Halloween month around, The Nightmare on Elm Street. We're going to talk some Freddy Krueger, and that one will also be a live episode. So look for that. We're not sure about the time on that episode yet. The 24th live episode should be at 8 p.m. Eastern. And the 31st, we're not sure of the exact time yet because it's trick-or-treat night in a lot of places. And I have a nephew, Robbie H. has kids. So we're not sure of the time on that. But until next week, look for that. Tucker and Dale versus Evil, Jesse James and Robbie H. Until then, I am your host, JD, and that's the end.